What's up, guys? If you're new here, my name is Max, and we're going to be talking about all the perfumes I'm going to be wearing in the hotter months. Summer is here. It is really, well, too hot outside. It's humid. It's nasty. There's bugs everywhere. So now it's time to break out some maybe lighter, more refreshing things. I've made spring rotations on the channel before. Now this is going to be the summer rotation. So if you want to stay up to date with everything on the channel, be sure to hit the like button, hit the sub button, and let me know what your favorite summer fragrance is in the comment section. In no particular order, I'll just start out with one that I'm super excited to wear this summer. And this is actually a new Amouage. This is my only Amouage Attar. This is Luban al Akhdar. This might be one of my favorite Amouages ever already. I've only worn this twice. I haven't worn it in the heat yet, but this is the most unbelievable, aldehydic, but still peppery, clean, citrusy in an incensey way, incense fragrance. This is, I believe, green Hojari frankincense. Plays a huge role in this. It's citrusy itself. It's got that sort of incensey wispiness. I'm still getting to know it, but this is really... It's such an impressive, display of quality. You can just tell, like, whoa, this smells crazy, crazy high quality. And the perfumer for this is actually Quentin Biche, which I'm not a big fan of Quentin Biche. So maybe Quentin Biche should only stick to Amouage Attars. Maybe that's where he can really shine within Amouage. All right, moving on to an orange blossom fragrance from Les Indemodables. This is Oranger Sirocco, and I have the Extrait Absolu. I'm going to layer it. I get questions about layering all the time. In my opinion, layering, it's a no-no for me a lot of the time. You're not really creating something new. In my opinion, a lot of the time you're just destroying two separate things. However, if you're layering two different concentrations of the same fragrance, that makes a whole lot of sense. So put the extrait on first, and then put the eau de parfum on top of it. But Oranger Sirocco is a syrupy, thick, dense orange blossom. It's spicy, it's heady, it's super floral. Les Indemodables as a brand is a brand that really lets the quality do most of the work. The fragrances themselves are actually pretty simplistic, and they tend to highlight one or maybe a few notes, and this is no exception. Oranger Sirocco is an absolutely gorgeous, very high quality, spicy orange blossom. Moving on, one of my only eau de colognes I'm going to wear this summer, but it's probably my favorite eau de cologne ever. This is Chanel eau de cologne. And as the name might suggest, this is a traditional eau de cologne, but this is the highest echelon of eau de cologne. Oh my god. This only lasts about 30 minutes. Maybe about 45 if I'm being really generous. But it's maybe the best smelling 30 minutes in perfumery. You spray this on 20 times. You're just engulfed by this incredibly high quality, realistic, citrusy, lemony, neroli, floral sort of melange of things going on. It's bitter, it's fresh, it's aromatic, and it is a very classic smelling scent profile. The dry down is this beautiful, very, very clean, inoffensive, white musky sort of feel. And then you spray it on 20 more times and you have another amazing 30 minutes. The difference about this eau de cologne is Chanel spends the money on the florals, and you can really tell just from a quality difference perspective. Something about like the texture of the florals and the smell, just the feel of them. They're so nice. Now the second Amouage in this video, this is one I used to own this one, but I sold it, but then I rebought it, and I just completely fell in love with this. I couldn't believe I sold it. This is Amouage Search. Search is a crazy fragrance. In my opinion, this is one of the best contrasting fragrances I've ever come across. This essentially smells like a burning lemon tree. A lemon tree that has been set on fire is what a lot of people say. So in the opening, you have beautiful, oily, dense, rindy citruses with this smoky vetiver sort of smoke in the base. And there's also frankincense in here. That same green Hojari frankincense that's in Luban al Akhdar is in this fragrance as well. And that also aids to the citrusy component while adding this resinous, incensey facet. It's such an amazing fragrance. This might be my favorite vetiver fragrance of all time. I'm not a big fan of vetiver, but this one is a very unique one. All right, moving on to a couple legends now in a row. This is Guerlain L'Instant de Guerlain. This is not Lineage. That's the Eau Extreme version. I used to own that. It's kind of the frag bro sort of performance head take on this. This is the Eau de Toilette. This will be my summer patchouli. I love patchouli. It's one of my favorite notes ever. This is a patchouli you can wear in every single situation, any heat. Such a unique scent profile. Unfortunately, I believe the perfumer that made this passed away, and she didn't really make many fragrances, but this one, I mean, she really left a fantastic legacy. So it starts off with this beautiful citrusy nuance. There's this star anise, almost chocolatey patchouli feel. It's super complex. As you can see, I haven't worn it very much because I've been waiting for the summer, so I'm still getting to know it, but I love this scent profile already, just from the time that I've spent with it, and I can't wait to wear it in the summertime. All right, now another Guerlain. This is going to be one that maybe some of you will recognize. This is Guerlain Le Frenchy. This was moved to the L'Art and Matière collection and renamed to Frenchy Lavande, and then unfortunately it was discontinued after that. So all versions of this are discontinued. Oh. This is kind of an Eau de Cologne as well. It wears like one in my opinion, but it's definitely longer lasting than Chanel Eau de Cologne. This, as you can maybe guess from the name, really features a beautiful lavender note. It's kind of reminiscent of like that Eau Sauvage sort of vibe, but the quality here is, again, just absolutely outstanding. Beautiful green touches, aromatics. There's this herbal feel. There might be thyme and like rosemary and other aromatic things in here. That lavender is kind of on the herbal side, but the thing that really gets me about this particular fragrance is there's something cooling, like a cooling effect running through the entire fragrance for me. It really does feel like one of those perfumes where you put it on, and it's just like, cools you down immediately. It's a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. All right, moving on. This one I just got recently. This is from Xerjoff from their Casamorati line. This is Mefisto Gentiluomo. This is a beautiful floral barbershop. There's violet. There's this beautiful, cap did not want to come off. Beautiful powdery, sort of clean, freshly shaven feel about this. The violet is bitter, it's ozonic, it's floral, it smells kind of light purple. It's very, very unique within Xerjoff. They don't really do many things that smell like this. Really, really looking forward to get to know that way more. All right, moving on to another one from Chanel. This is going to be my summer sandalwood. This is Chanel Bois d'Azil. This is a sandalwood fragrance. I talked about this before on the channel. It's sort of this... It's so good. Got this slight citrusy opening with this beautiful Chanel aldehydic feel. It's clean, it's powdery, it's very fresh, but it dries down to this beautiful, creamy, very slightly vanillic, very slightly fruity sandalwood. God, it's so good. It's so well balanced. People kind of compare this to Egoist. I completely disagree. I think Egoist is completely different as a fragrance, even though they're both sandalwoods. Okay, moving on. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. This is Louis Vuitton Imagination. Probably the most hyped fragrance in Fragcom right now. In my opinion, the greatest dumb reach fragrance I've ever come across. This fits any situation, any season. It's almost a flawless scent profile. It's a rare example of a flawless scent profile in perfumery, in my opinion. It has great longevity. The entire wear experience is perfect all the way through. It's such a well-tailored, well-built perfume. It's not going to blow you away or anything. The scent profile is not something I would describe as groundbreaking. It's fresh and clean. It's got this beautiful tea nuance. There's some citruses, maybe a little bit of incense, but it's really the execution of it that's so impressive, and the fact that it lasts so long. That's Louis Vuitton Imagination. Moving on, my only Penhaligons. This is Penhaligons Sartorial. My favorite Penhaligons, and one of my favorite fougères of all time. Oh my god. This is a Sartorial by the name, you can probably tell, and just from the bottle, this is, a really dressed up take on a fragrance, but it's still wearable. It's very daily friendly. This fragrance reminds me, or somehow evokes steaming a shirt, like a freshly pressed shirt, and that steam rises up. It's got this amazing metallic lavender, but it's sweetened and juxtaposed against this amazing honey note. It's not too sweet, never too sweet. And it does have this distinct, sharp, clean muskiness that does feel, like the razor blade on the against the grain of your beard or something like that. I can't wait to wear this. It's such a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Great for the office. Great for every day. Sartorial really is, in my opinion, one of the greatest fougères ever made. Perfumed by Bertrand Duchaufour, who's one of my favorite perfumers. Okay, moving on to another legend here. I can't wait to wear this more. This is the original Dior Homme Eau de Toilette. Silver stem. This came out in 2005. This is a vintage bottle, of course. It's one of those fragrances where you can just tell it's special. And I wouldn't be surprised if they knew it was special while they were making it, because it's just one of those things where they just got it right. This is often referred to as a Chanel in a Dior bottle because it was perfumed by Olivier Polge, who is now the in-house perfumer at Chanel. This is a very influential fragrance. In 2005, nothing really smelled like this. Dior Homme came out and it introduced iris into masculine perfumery. It has this powdery, lipsticky makeup feel with this beautiful cacao texture and coffee note. There's not a coffee note, but there's this beautiful cacao note. It also has this sort of herbal inflection to it, but overall it's this clean, lipsticky iris. It's just a beautiful, influential, legendary scent profile. Moving on. This is going to be one of my most heavy hit Amouages this season. This is underrated and overlooked, in my opinion. This is Amouage Lineage. Lineage is an amazing marine, creamy frankincense perfume. It has this distinct musky saltiness about it, but not too much. It does kind of remind me of the color of the bottle. This sort of Tiffany blue by the water, in the air, there's this breezy aspect. But it's thick and it's dense and it's kind of heavy with these beautiful resinous, but still clean incensey facets. It's an amazing, amazing perfume. Very, very strong. I can't wait to wear that. All right, moving on to the greatest lemon fragrance ever made. This is Acqua Viva by Profumum Roma. This is a lemon fragrance like no other. Okay. Citruses are kind of notorious for not really lasting that long. That's in their nature. They're very volatile molecules, is my understanding, in perfumery. This takes that and throws it out the window because somehow Profumum Roma have managed to have a lemon fragrance last over 10 hours. It's dense, it's heavy, it's thick and viscous, but it's still so effervescent and three-dimensional. It feels like, you know, you're watching somebody peel the rind of an orange off and like shred it into some sort of lemon dessert or lemonade. It's absolutely amazing. It's slightly woody. It's slightly musky in a citrusy way, but it really is a lemon fragrance. So if you want a lemon fragrance, you want a citrusy fragrance that lasts forever, that manages to smell natural, Acqua Viva is, in my opinion, probably the best to ever do it. At least that I've come across. Okay, moving on. This is Guerlain Neroli Outrenoir. This is my little 30 ml B bottle decant. I have a B bottle of this. Neroli Outrenoir is amazing. This is a Neroli white floral green tea fragrance. So you have this clean, beautiful tea aspect with this slightly bitter, heady, white floral neroli, citruses as well. It's very rounded, and it smells extremely French. Neroli Outrenoir, one of my favorite fragrances I wear around others. I always get comments when I wear this. I'm not big on compliments, but people love this stuff. So Neroli Outrenoir, can't wait to wear that. I wore that last summer and I had to refill that little bottle. I literally went through 30 ml. So probably gonna do the same thing this summer. Okay, now moving on to a controversial pick. This is Amouage King Blue. King Blue, Opus 15. People are probably going, what, King Blue in the summer? Hold on now. This is a 4-season fragrance. And I'll do you one better. King Blue is a mass appealing fragrance. I know, but trust me, I have confirmation of this in real life multiple times. People always say, oh, King Blue is animalic. King Blue is stinky, and oh my god, it has this sort of oudiness going on. You can't wear this in summer. People that hate Amouage, that are my friends, or my girlfriend even, she's not a big fan of Amouage. I wear this around them, and they're like, oh my god, what are you wearing? But the key is they have to smell it in the air. Up close, you're going to get that more fecal, oody nature, but in the air is where this perfume shines. It leaves a dense, thick, absolutely eternal trail in the air when you wear it, but that's the key. It's like a veil. It wears like a veil. Wherever you go, this will follow you around, and the magic just takes place. It's this amazing sort of fruity oud. It kind of is reminiscent of something like Oud Maracuja by Maison Crivelli, but this, I think, in my opinion, just is way better. It has these distinct sort of almost rotting fruit citrusy things going on the top with this oudy, slightly fecal, slightly animalic base. But like I said, the magic happens in the air, and I refuse to elaborate. You're just gonna have to try it in the summer, guys. Trust me. It's fucking it's just incredible. Okay. Moving on to another Guerlain. This is a limited edition Guerlain, actually. This is Nerolia Vetiver, the Harvest Edition. It has these little special Guerlain, I don't know what you call it there, string on it. I don't know. Oh. You can probably tell by now I love Neroli. This, in my opinion, is the best Nerolia Vetiver version. Unfortunately, I believe it's discontinued. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe someone will comment that it's not in the comment section, but oh wow. So they took Nerolia Vetiver, which is a Neroli Vetiver fragrance, so it's a white floral vetiver clean fresh thing, and they mixed it up with this amazing, well-judged, summer-appropriate honey sweetness. And I cannot emphasize to you how much it elevates the original scent profile and just turns it into something that I would consider to be a complete masterpiece. And I don't use that word lightly. Look at the dent I put in this bottle. It was all the way up to here when I got it. That was one summer. I love this stuff. Oh my god. And it's so easy to wear. It's so well balanced. It's so unique. In the dry down, it becomes this really beautiful, slightly grassy, very slightly woody, but still musky, clean vetiver. It's so good. Love that stuff. Okay, moving on. Another Amouage. This was in the thumbnail. This is Beach Hut Man. This is nuclear. This stuff is a hazard. Okay, so if you're looking to buy Beach Hut Man, you better like strong fragrances. 2 sprays of this stuff will last you all day. This is an Amouage that I struggled with for years. I remember smelling this over 2 years ago, and I continued to try it over a period of 2 years. I just could not like it. And people rant and rave about this. But finally, I don't know what happened. I tried it again, and it just made sense. Sometimes fragrances are like that. It just made sense. So, Beach Hut Man, and you can see the bottle, you know, there's a little hut there. Seldomly Often's channel, Daniel, who runs the channel, he basically says that this is not a beach hut. This is a hut that's deep in the jungle amongst vegetation. And he's absolutely correct. This is the greenest, most in-your-face vegetal mint you'll ever smell. It is so amazing. It's fresh. It retains that freshness throughout the entire wear experience. There is this sort of green galbanum-y, sort of almost ashy thing going on sometimes that I pick up. But yeah, this is probably one of the best mint fragrances ever created. Absolutely incredible. Challenging in my opinion. Took me a long time to come around to it, but Beach Hut Man, really looking forward to hopefully putting a dent in that bottle. We'll see if I can with how strong it is. Okay, now to one of the most outstanding natural smelling fragrances I've ever come across. This is Bortnikoff Amber Cologne. Wow, this is outstanding. Oh my god. So this is a wonderful melange of tropical florals and ambergris. So you have frangipani and champaka and maybe some ylang-ylang, maybe some gardenia in here. It's just a beautiful floral melange with this slightly animalic, slightly fizzy, very well balanced ambergris note with some citruses. It's just absolutely mesmerizing. It's fizzy. It's dense. Nothing smells like this. I've smelled so many perfumes. This is one of those perfumes where it's distinct. Very distinct. And I would say that about Beach Hut Man as well. So that's Amber Cologne by Bortnikoff. I can't wait to just douse myself in that, honestly. Now on to... This might be my favorite orange fragrance ever made. This is Parfum d'Empire, Azemour Les Orangers. This is a citrus chypre, but it's the most outstandingly realistic interpretation of rindy, orange peely citrus I've ever come across. It dries down to this sort of mossy green base. If you like orange fragrances and you've never smelled Azemour Les Orangers by Parfum d'Empire, you really need to get around to smelling it. It is well worth your time. The quality is outstanding as well. And speaking of mint, we just talked about Beach Hut. This is another one of my favorite mint fragrances of all time, but this is maybe even more realistic than Beach Hut. This is from Mayo Fusciuni. This is Nota di Viaggio number 2, Shukran. What an outstanding perfume this is. It's just a staggering smell. It's just like, it's one of those perfumes where you smell it and you're like, what? Like, what? How did you even make this? Because it's just that good. Oh my god. It smells as if went outside and there's mint growing and you just grabbed the mint and you just crushed it. You just smelled it right in your hand and all the natural oils are on your hand. That's what this smells like. There's a little hint of tobacco in there as well. There's also a tea nuance, but really the star of the show is this beautiful, herbal, realistic, natural smelling mint. One of the most, as a smell, maybe like a top 10 smell in my collection. Not exaggerating. Meo Fusciuni, outstanding job with that. All right, moving on to another one from Parfum d'Empire. This is Un Bel Amour d'été. Un Bel Amour d'été is just, oh my god. Okay, so story time. I remember probably over a year ago when my girlfriend and I were first sampling Parfum d'Empire. And we were going through all the samples. We smelled, Tabac Tabou and Aziade and Azemour Les Orangers. Then we got to this, Un Bel Amour d'été. And I vividly remember spraying it on test strip, and we both audibly gasped. True story. We literally gasped at how good this smelled. And I still, it is an eye-rolling sensation. This is the most incredible gardenia, tropical, heady floral fragrance. Then it dries down to this beautiful floral, musky vanilla. It's just absolutely... I'm not even going to talk about it. If you've never smelled this, put this on your list. If you can handle floral perfumes, this is a must. This is probably the most feminine fragrance in my collection, but I don't even care because of how good it smells. That's Un Bel Amour d'été. I should also mention it's the sunniest, happiest fragrance in my collection. When I want something that really evokes that feel, there's nothing more that evokes it more than this, in my opinion, that I've smelled. Okay, moving on. This is from Rogue Perfumery, Manuel Cross's brand. This is Rogue Perfumery Fougère Laube. This is green Irish tweed, basically, but way higher quality and half the price. Oh, wow. Wow. Bitter, aromatic, grassy feel with that ozonic sort of ozonic wateriness, I guess. Yeah, green, fresh. It's green Irish tweed, basically. But it is distinctly higher quality, in my opinion. I did get a chance to smell the modern batches of green Irish tweed, and to me, they smelled a bit thin. They smelled good, but they didn't smell as three-dimensional as Fougère Laube does. So if you love green Irish tweed and you've never smelled that, I'll have that in the description for you guys to try. Okay, moving on to another one from Les Indemodables. This is Rose de Jamal, and I also have the Extrait Absolu to layer this one as well. Rose de Jamal. So this fragrance was named after the farmer of the roses. Literally Jamal's roses. So shout out to Jamal, who farms these roses. Pretty awesome. Oh wow. So Rose de Jamal is a difficult one for me as well. I used to really dislike it, but then again, just like Beach Hut, I clicked with it and I was like, you know what? This is awesome. So this is a minty rose, and you get all the aspects of the rose here. You get that distinct green mintiness, then you get green rosy aspects as well. The stemminess of the rose, the leaves of the rose, you get the petals as well. To me, it really comes across as a more pink, fresher leaning rose, and then you get the cedar woody nuance in the base when it dries down. Absolutely beautiful. One that people are on the fence about from Les Indemodables, but the quality is fantastic as well. If you're looking for a really nice masculine leaning, in my opinion, rose perfume that's fresh, Rose de Jamal is fantastic. Okay, and finally, we're getting to the end of the video here. If you've enjoyed, be sure to sub, hit the like button, comment what your favorite perfume was, or if you've tried anything from the ones I'm going to wear this summer. The last perfume I'm going to wear this summer is from Serge Lutens. This is Encens at Lavande. This is a bell jar. I didn't want to bring the bell jar out of here because I'm terrified of, like, I don't know, the stopper falling out and the entire perfume spilling. Anyway, this is my little decan of it. Ah. As you might be able to guess from the name, this is an incense and lavender fragrance. It's simple, but I like when simple is executed extremely well, and this is exactly that. So this is extremely cold. The lavender is very metallic, cold, bracing, icy almost. It does have a cooling aspect, and then the incense is also cold and dry and wispy, but somehow it just works. The lavender in here is also more on the herbal side, and I just really love how everything came together with this. In terms of other notes I pick up in this, there might be some citruses just to give it some lift, but they're very brief. I really do mainly just pick up lavender, incense, and maybe a bit of like a white musky thing. It's absolutely beautiful, and I cannot wait to wear it. So this is going to be my summer in perfume. I'll have more summer videos coming out very, very soon. Yeah, gonna be doing all sorts of stuff on this channel. So yeah, if you've enjoyed, be sure to hit the sub button, hit the like button, and I will see you guys in the next video.